gardeners, it's Hazel Wolf with the Arizona Health Zone, Navajo and Apache Cooperative Extension. Today I'm in Round Valley, Arizona, and I'm going to share with you a garden space of my friends, the Robinsons. They have been gardening at this home for decades now, and they sit up high on a hill with a slope, and they have created terraces to help managing their slope. They've utilized the natural lava rock from the region to build the beds, and that will help control the water flow and also provide nice flat surfaces to be worked and for the plants to grow well on. They have a space that has a fence all the way around it, and on the fence they have a beautiful wisteria vine. Wisteria is one of my favorite flowers, beautiful purple flowers. You can see their leaves are just starting. And along the bottom here, there's all kinds of columbine and other flowers that will bring in the pollinators to our garden, which will help us to have a successful garden in this region. Pollinators are essential to make sure you do actually have vegetables after you get the flowers. In the garden here, the space has a little bit of shade from the big tree here, and that area gives a little afternoon sun. And we will make sure to put the plants that don't want to be in sun all day in those areas. We'll be putting the tomatoes and peppers that do want full sun in these lower beds that get sun all day long. Along the back fence, there's a little bit more shade, and I'll be planting kale, Swiss chard, and lettuces up there because they can't take quite as much full sun. We will continue to get the rest of those weeds out. Got to try to get that done right away because it's time to get the plants in the ground in Round Valley. We did have a fair amount of small rocks that washed into the flower beds and vegetable beds, and so we are getting those out right now. And we will need to add a little more composted organic material into the soil since it hasn't been worked for a couple years. In some of the beds we have perennial herbs right here next to the water, which is right in the center of the garden, which makes it very easy to take care of the water needs of the whole bed. And that mint has taken over a little bit, but it's okay with us. Over here we have some oreganos that are coming in, and those come back every year. We'll be utilizing some garden fabric to create pathways to make sure we have access to the different beds throughout the area. Here you can see some mushroom compost, and mushroom compost is very beneficial to the garden. It helps bring in some of those fungi back into the soil. And here you can see we've got one lone little asparagus popping up, and hopefully we'll get a lot more of those as the season progresses. We also have created a compost pile close to the garden where all this vegetation can go in. And the plastic folds back so that we can continuously add to the pile, but we can also water it in this location and cover it to create more heat to decompose the material much quicker. And then that material can be added back in to our garden, enhancing the soil. Really looking forward to gardening the space and sharing with you all the things that we do here. Look in the links for how you can garden in your home garden. Have a great day and see us next week.